What if I told you one of the greatest military victories in the Bible was won by a woman who never raised a sword? Yes, child. The greatest victories don't always come from warriors, but from those who know how to wait on God. Even now, some battles are won in silence, in wisdom, in the secret place of prayer. Let me take you into the story of Queen Esther, a woman who entered a battlefield draped not in armor, but in fasting, praying, and moving in divine strategy. And to this day, her victory is still celebrated. Before she was queen, Esther was an orphan, raised by her cousin Mordecai in exile, a Jewish girl living in Persia. Yet somehow, through the mystery of divine favor, she rose to the throne. The Bible tells us that she obtained grace and favor in the sight of all who saw her. It wasn't until crisis came that her real assignment began. A wicked man named Haman secured a royal decree to exterminate the Jewish people, Esther's people. When her cousin Mordecai sent word, urging her to speak to the king, Esther faced a dilemma. In Persia, to enter the king's court without being summoned could cost you your life, even for the queen. And Mordecai's words pierced through the palace walls. Do not think you will escape. Who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Now, Esther didn't send back a clever reply. She didn't resist the rebuke. She didn't hide behind her title. No. She deployed wisdom and turned to God. She said, "Go, gather all the Jews, fast for me, neither eat nor drink for 3 days. I will go to the king, though it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish." She didn't rely on her beauty or the king's love for her. She didn't draft a speech. She went first into the presence of God. 3 days and nights of fasting and prayer before she stepped into the king's court. That was no guesswork. That was strategy revealed by the Spirit of God. Had she rushed in without direction, she could have died in vain. But when she stood by that royal court unsummoned, the king looked at her and was delighted. Before she even opened her mouth, he said, "What is your request? It shall be given to you, even up to half the kingdom." What kind of prayer, what kind of grace must have rested upon her for that moment? And yet, even with such a blank check, Esther does not immediately present her plea. No, she invites the king to a banquet, and not just him, Haman too. Now that, friend, is divine cunning. As our Lord said in Matthew 10:16, "Be wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Esther, led by the Spirit, honors the king first. She gives before asking. She presents herself not as a beggar, but as a vessel of blessing. Imagine the king's thoughts. She didn't come to take. She came to honor me, to serve me, and not just in a single feast, but a 2-day feast. Yes, she did. And it was at that second banquet, after she had won his heart, after the king was full and pleased and was already overflowing with favor toward her, Esther reveals the plot. She exposes Haman, and the decree was altered. The Jews were saved. And they didn't just survive, they were elevated and defended. A day that was meant for mourning became a day of celebration, known forever as the Feast of Purim. A national deliverance, without a single sword, without a single shout, just wisdom, just honor, and the guidance of God. Maybe you're facing a situation right now, one that looks bigger than you. You don't know what to say or how to act. And oh, the temptation is strong to just rush in, guns blazing. But hear me, child. Esther's story teaches us a divine equation. Wisdom plus honor equals favor. What if you did the same? What if before the next big move you paused to fast, to pray, to ask, Lord, what is your strategy for this? For when you carry the favor of heaven, no earthly king can resist you. Ah, my friends, if this story lit a fire in your heart, if you've ever wondered what it means to be led by the Spirit like Esther, subscribe to this channel. And remember, you don't need a sword to win a war. You need wisdom from above. Until next time, may the God of Esther be with you.